I've been wearing the Samsung Galaxy Fit 3 every single day for the past 3 months, and it's made me ask a big question. Why do we keep spending so much money on smartwatches? This little band isn't perfect, but the way Samsung balance features, build quality and price might make you rethink dropping hundreds of dollars on a smartwatch. So let me show you what living with the Galaxy Fit 3 in 2025 is really like and why it might be all the smartwatch most people actually need. First off, let's talk about the price. It's selling for around $50 to $60 depending on where you are buying from. And for that price, I'll say you're getting a complete package. I use it for fitness tracking, step monitoring, heart rate tracking, and a whole lot more. There is also one particular thing that this watch does that I haven't been able to find elsewhere on any budget watch. We'll get into that in a bit. For the build quality, Samsung went with aluminium here and it made the look watch premium. The silicone strap is available in 3 colors and I love how it feels on my wrist. I don't keep it too tight unless I'm doing sport activities. There is a single button by the side that you can use to power on and off the watch, and you can also use it to do other things. The button is also customizable in the settings of this watch. There is no microphone anywhere on the watch and you can't use it for calls. Lack of calls alone might be a feature many of you can't compromise on, and your reasons might be valid. The watch feels lightweight on the wrist and you barely notice it's there unless you put it tight on your wrist. The watch also has an IP68 rating against water and dust, and it will be fine when submerged in water or when you take it swimming. It will also handle sweat well. If you look close, you'll see scratches on the glass, but considering how long I've had it, I won't really complain about the scratches. The watch has a barometer, gyroscope, an accelerometer, a heart rate sensor, and a light sensor at the back. The sensors are very important for activities like sleep tracking, exercise, and a lot more. The 2 pins at the back are for charging, and it comes with a charging pin inside the box. You don't get a built-in GPS though, but when paired with your phone can actually act like the GPS when you are out running or cycling with the watch. You can also do continuous heart rate tracking and blood oxygen tracking because it has SpO2 sensor. These are things you barely find on watches around its price point, and the measurements are quite accurate. I mean, the measurement for the SpO2 and the heart rate are quite close. There is also a stress test meter on the watch, which is quite useful when you are sitting for long hours in a day and you kind of know how stressed you are. The display here is 1.6 inch and it's AMOLED. It has noticeable bezels, but thanks to the watch face I'm using, it blends well with the body. It is responsive to touch and really bright outdoors. I don't even have mine set to the highest brightness level and it's quite visible. It has an always on display feature, but that feature alone will cut the battery life by almost 4 days. Let's talk a little bit more about sleep tracking because I know some of you will want to use it to track your sleep. Because of its size, it's kind of comfortable to sleep with it, but I still prefer smart rings for better sleep tracking because you don't get much of that green light that can interfere with your sleep when you are putting on a smartwatch. The watch can easily track your sleep stages, your REM, deep sleep, and your awake stages, but you need the Samsung app to get more details, and it can even track when you snore. But you must connect this watch to a Samsung phone to get that snore detection, and the phone has to also be close to your head while you are sleeping. I'll talk more about the app and how it can be annoying to work with before the end of the video. The Samsung Galaxy Watch Fit 3 is running on free RTOS and it's quite similar to Wear OS, but just the interface that is closed. You can download apps on the watch or maybe use tap to pay. The watch has many watch faces to choose from, but you will get access to many more on the app. If you swipe from the right, you get access to notifications, and swipe to the left, you get access to a number of customizable tiles. If you swipe down, you get access to the quick settings menu. And when you swipe up from the down part, you get access to the actual menu of the watch. Notifications are probably one of the reasons why I've kept this watch with me since day one. It's not like I can even use it to reply to messages or make calls, but it handles notifications so well. When I'm using my phone and notifications pop in, it doesn't notify me, it just stays silent. But the moment I keep my phone away and a call or message drops in, it notifies me immediately. You see that small attention to detail? It's why I haven't found a budget watch that can replace this one just yet. If you also have a Samsung phone, it can be your camera shutter, and you can also use the Find My feature to find your phone when it's missing within a certain radius. The Galaxy Fit 3 has a 208 mAh battery, and Samsung claims it can last for 13 days on a single charge. Well, if you use it with the always on display, I'll say you're going to get around 4 to 5 days. I use mine without the always on display feature and I go between 8 to 9 days without charging it. The level of battery here is even better than what you get from more expensive Samsung Galaxy watches. But we can all agree that a lot more things are being processed on the more expensive Samsung Galaxy watches, And if you take that into account, you'll understand why those watches consume a lot more power. It also takes slightly over an hour to charge this phone from 0 to 100. Now let's talk about how the watch works with the app. If you use it with a Samsung phone, you'll get a whole lot more features. I started using it with the Galaxy A36 before moving on to the Pixel 9a, and I had to reset the watch from beginning, and I lost all the data that I had over time using the watch. The apps helps you get a lot of data, and it presents it in such a way that it's easy to understand. You can also share your fitness progress with family and friends, and you also get access to workout videos. That's if you're using the Samsung phone, or if you download the Galaxy Health app on maybe other Android phones. Honestly, to get the best app experience, you need to pair it with a Samsung phone. It's more like an ecosystem thing. At the start of the video, I asked why anyone should spend so much on a smartwatch after living with the Galaxy Fit 3 for months. My answer is simple. You probably don't have to. It nails the basic fitness tracking, heart rate, sleep notifications in a way that feels reliable and polished for the price. Sure, you are giving up on extra features like calls, third-party apps, or maybe tap to pay, and the app experience is better if you stay inside the Samsung ecosystem. But for around $50 to $60, it's hard to beat the mix of build quality, accurate health tracking, and other battery life features that this watch offers. If you're someone who just wants a lightweight, capable fitness tracker that keeps you connected and doesn't need daily charging, the Galaxy Fit 3 makes a lot of sense. Spending more only really pays off if you need those true smartwatch perks like LTE, app installs, voice calls, tap to pay. Otherwise, this little bind might already do everything you actually need.